So we are going to design this model in Blender, this perpetual machine in Blender. So go to Blender, and here we have our default cube. Okay, so you can see the shortcut keys here. So select this default cube as to scale and scale it in Z direction and give it a thickness according to your design. So for me, this will be good. So see it for your design, then S to scale and scale it in Y direction, something like that. And then S to scale and scale it in Y direction and make it here. So make these changes according to your design. Okay, then select this object, shift S, sorry, control A to apply the scale. And now we are going to add a cylinder. So shift A, go to mesh and add a shift A, mesh and add a cylinder. Then G to move and move it in Z direction here at this place. And we are going to scale this in Z direction, S to scale and scale it in Z direction and give it a thickness according to your design. So for me, this will be good. Okay, then control A to apply the scale and select this object and go to the edit mode by pressing the tab. Now we are in the edit mode. I am going to select this top face. So press 3 to go to the face selection mode, or you can also select it here. So select it and then I to insert this like that. Give a thickness. Okay, now I am going to uh, press E to extrude it and extrude it in Z direction at this place. Going to shift and middle mouse button to pan it. Okay, now this face is selected. Again, press I to insert this face and make a hole where the ball will pass, and according to your choice, like that. I am going to keep it like that. Okay, now I am going to delete this face, the bottom face. So 3, make sure you are in the face selection mode. Select this face as to delete and delete these faces. Okay, now I am going to select this face and press G to move it in the Z direction, and then press Z to move it in the Z direction and give it a little bit slope like that, and then select this face and then S to delete this face. And now we are going to select these vertices. So Alt, press Alt, select these vertices. Make sure you are in the vertex mode. So or the in the edge mode. So 2 for the edge mode. So select this edge, this circular edge, and E to extrude. And when these vertices or the edges are selected, then press 3 on your numpad so you are in the uh, right side view, and shift Z so you can see it in the X-ray view. Then E to extrude it and make sure you are extruding it in Z direction. Then press Z and make it something like that. So these bottom edges are facing these edges. Now these edges are selected. So shift and alt and make sure you select these bottom edges of the bigger circle like that. And now shift Z, go to the solid view and go to the edges here, and we are going to bridge these edges, bridge edge loop. So these edges will be connected. Okay, now we are give some geometry to this body. So control R to use the loop cut tool, and if you are using mouse and you press control R, now use the middle mouse wheel and rotate it to make cut like that, and then left click to place it, and now you are in the move. Then right click to make it or place it in the initial position. Okay, I am going to also add control R some edge loops here like that. Add the geometry, control R, and add some loops and place it. Okay, so we use the control R to add these loops. Okay, now this cylinder is done. Now press tab to go to the object mode, and I am going to apply a modifier. Go to the modifier tab and we are going to use the subdivision solidify. So it will make the design like that. So go to tab and we are going to make the geometry. So control R and add a edge loop here at this position on this top. and move it little bit above, and again control R and add a loop cut here where we have this round corner, so we will make it little bit sharp like that, and again at this place control R, place it, so this round corner become less round. Okay, again control R at this position and make it like that. Now see the bottom side and add a loop here, control R, add this like that. Now tab so we can see it, and here add some loops. Tab, go here in the inner side of this hole, control R, add a loop cut like that, and also on the bottom side control R, add a loop cut, so you can see it is affecting the geometry, and tab so you can see also add a loop cut here on the innermost face. Okay, and press tab and shade smooth it. Okay, now we are going to apply this modifier, apply it, and here we are going to position it. So 3 on your numpad so you can see it on the right side view, G to move it and move it in the y direction and place it something like that, and on the top view press 7. It's good, it's in the center. Okay, so you can also press G and Z to move it little bit above here at this place. Okay, now I am going to shift this cursor at this position on the origin of this cylinder, and I am going to press Shift S, and here we can see different options. So cursor to selected or selection to cursor. We want cursor to selected, so press it. Now you can see the cursor is moved at this place. Now Shift A, and we are going to add a circle at this place, and okay, now we have the cursor here on this cylinder. We are going to add a Shift A, and we are going to add a circle. So go to mesh, and we are going to add a circle here at this place. So the circle is added, then press G and Z to move it in its Z direction. Make it like that, and press 7 on your numpad, S to scale, and scale this circle in the middle of these two edges like that, and control A to apply the scale, then tab to go to the edit mode, then press 7 on your numpad so you are in the top view, and select these middle vertices, this one, and S to delete, and delete these faces. Sorry, not faces, these are the vertices, S, and delete the vertices. Now we have the half circle. Go press tab, go to the object mode, and select this circle and convert it into a curve. So now this circle is converted into a curve. Now we can add the geometry. Go to geometry, and under the depth, we are going to add some depth. 0.06 will be good, or 0.05, 4. Okay, the 4 is good. Okay, now select this one, shade smooth it, and now we are going to convert it again into the mesh. So select this one, convert to a mesh. Now it's converted to mesh. So now we can edit it. So press tab. So go to the edit mode. Now you can see we have the vertices. Now you are in the vertices mode. So Alt and select this loop of the vertices. Then F to fill this one. And same way select this vertices, this one, and F to fill it. Now these two are filled. Okay. And now select 3, so you are in the face selection mode, select this face, and now we are going to press S to scale, make it like something like that, and same way as to scale like that. Okay, now we are going to add some supportive cylinder. So tab, and when this is selected, go to the data properties and under the normals, make it auto smooth. Okay, and increase this angle to 31. 31 will be good. Okay, now we are going to add some cylinder here for the support of this. So shift A and going to add a cylinder and S to scale and make it like that. Then go to the top view and S to scale and press shift Z in the, so you can see it in the X-ray view. G to move and move this one here at this place like that. Then again S to scale. Now press 3 on your numpad so you can see it in the right side view. G to move and move this cylinder at this position like that, roughly on the top of this one. And again S to scale and G, move it like that at this position, and S to scale and scale it in Z direction like that. Then G and Z and move it like that. Okay, now shift Z, see it in the solid view. So the faces are not touching each other. Now just select this cylinder, press tab. So you are in the edit mode. Select this face and G to move and move it in the Z direction like that. So the upper is touching, and also select it G and Z like that. Then press 7 on your numpad and select everything. Press A so everything is selected. Now G to move it and place it at this position like that. And then we can S to scale and scale it like that. Make it smaller so it will fit. And this bottom vertices, press A to select everything, S to scale and press Z. Okay, and then tab and shade smooth it. Okay, now we needed to add an other cylinder like that at this position. So select this one, make sure you are in the object mode, press 7 on your numpad and shift D to duplicate this one and place it at the middle like that. Now you can see you added another one, and same way we can add another one, or we can also mirror this one. So select this one, Control A to apply the scale and auto smooth it. Then select this one, go to modifier, and under the modifier we are going to select the mirror. And now it's mirroring it with according to the origin of the uh, original cylinder. So we want it to mirror it about an object. So mirror object, select this and select this bigger cylinder. So now you can see it's mirror according to the origin and the 3D cursor for this object. Okay, and we are going to apply the scale. And now you can see we have these three cylinder. Okay, now select this cylinder and hide it. You can also change the name, but as you can see I did not. So select this one and press tab to go to the edit mode. And now make sure you are in the face selection mode. Select this face and shift to select this face. And now we are going to press uh, G to move it and move it in the Z direction, and make sure you are touching this base surface, and tab, and same way select this one and go to the data properties. And if you auto smooth it, just select this one, auto smooth, and increase little bit this angle. Shift, so tab to go to the object edit mode and select this face, and same way E to extrude and just touch this. Okay, and tab so you are in the object mode. Now you can see we added this sportive structure for this cylinder, so then show it like that. So we have something like that. Okay, now we have to add the curvy object. So for this object, make sure the cursor is here, shift A, and we are going to add a curve. So for this curve, I am going to add a path. So the path is here at this position. We needed to rotate it around the z-axis 90, type 90 here, or you can also select this one R and Z and rotate it like that. Okay, so we have this curve. Now we are going to add the curve here at this position, and then press 7 on your numpad, and we are going to move this curve little bit in the other side. So G and then press X, so we can move it here like that. Verify it according to your axis like that. Okay, at this position. So basically we are also going to mirror this curve on the other side. This is the structure where the ball is going to move when it's fell from this hole. So we have to design this one according to the size of this hole. So keep in mind this hole, we are going to design it. So G and Z. So select this object, select this object, and then G and move it in the X direction and make it something like that. Not too much bigger like that. So ball will fell. So this will also provide a supporting structure for it like that. Okay. So we will see when we do the simulation. So for this time, it's good. Okay, then press 3 on your numpad and G and move this curve at this place. Something like that. Now we are going to go to the edit mode and edit this and make it a curve like that. So if the ball will fall from here, it will go around and move here at this place. So we are going to add a curve like that. Okay. Okay, now to make this, then select this object and tab. So you are in the edit mode and we are going to make change these points and make a curve. So select this point and G to move it and place it at this position. And this one, G to move it and place it at this position. So we are just going to move these vertices, and at this position I am going to select this one and E to extrude and add another. Okay, so I'm going to erase this one. Okay, so we have a curve like that. Select this point and G to move and move it like that, and G and move it like that. Just keep moving. So basically the ball will fell from here, go like that and like that. And we needed to move all of these vertices G and Y like that, make this curve a little bit smaller. G and C. So make sure this curve will make sense, like how the ball is going to fell from here and go here and here. Just make sure your points or your curve will be something like that. So if you keep in mind like a circle which is passing, so a ball rotating and moving like that. So right now this is good. Okay. So go to the object mode, and this is the path, and we are going to change it, give it a name according to you, ball rolling. Okay, I'm going to copy it, copy another of this curve. So if we have something wrong, we can also change it. So Shift D to copy it, and then when this is copied, place it into original position, and then press M to move this selection into the other collection, the new collection, and backup. So this is a good practice to keep the backup. So here we have a backup, and I am going to hide this backup. Okay, now this backup is hidden. Okay, so select this curve, Control A, apply scale, and select it, and go to the geometry, the object data properties, and here we are going to add a under the bevel, add some depth. So 0.05 is good for me, and now we needed to mirror this. Before to mirror it, we so it's mirroring it about according to its origin. We needed to select mirror object, and we needed to select this one. So you can see it's mirrored. So Shift Z, and just try to find its location 3, and you can see this is switching here, and I'm going to apply this. Okay, so we needed to convert into the mesh. So these two are selected. Go to object and convert to me sorry, convert to mesh, and we apply this modifier. Okay, now 3, and you can see when the ball is coming here, this will make this will not allow the ball to fall. So Shift Z, let me add ball. So make sure the cursor is here. Shift A, and we are going to add a UV sphere and scale it 7 on your numpad, and this ball, it must be less than this one, and Shift Z, so you can see it's these two. I'm giving the support for this ball, has to scale like that, like that. Shift Z, and Shift Z, press 3 on numpad, and select these objects, 3 on numpad, and G, and move it in the Y direction. According to me it's Y, so like that. So it will fall here, go like that, and come here. Okay, Shift Z. So shade smooth this ball, select this one, add subdivision modifier, make the level to 2, apply it, shade smooth. And now we needed to add the supporting structure for this wire. So Shift A, add cylinder, S to scale, G to move it here at this place. Select 3 on, press 3 on your numpad, G, and place it here like that. And we are going to scale it like that. Then 7 on numpad, Shift Z, and make it in the middle, G to move, and make it here, S to scale, make it smaller, Shift Z, and press 3 on your numpad. So select this one, G to move it, and then press Z. So these are crossing this base, and now I am going to select this cylinder, press tab, so go to the edit mode, select this face, and then press G and Z, and make sure it's passing this one like that. Then Shift A, tab, Control A, apply the scale, and now we needed to press 3 on numpad, Shift D to duplicate it, and then press Y to move it in Y direction, and place it at this position, and then select this one, press tab, make sure you are in the face selection mode, select this face and G and Z and something like that, which is touching but not crossing it. Okay, then tab to go to the object mode, shift D to duplicate it, and now we want this duplication to move it in the Y direction, then press Y. So something like that. Select this one, press tab to go to the edit mode, select this top face, G to move this face in the Z direction, and like that. And I think one will be here also. So tab, select this one, shift D to move it in the Y direction, and like that. So now I'm going to press shift Z and select this and tab, and so we can select this top face and shift G and Z, something like that. Then press tab and select these objects. Make sure you shade smooth, go to the object properties, auto smooth them. Okay, now we needed to apply the mirror modifier to make all of them on the other side. We can also duplicate these four and place it, but the modifier will be work for us. Okay, select this object, select this object, this object, this object, this object, these four objects, and this object, these all of these objects, and we are going to press other than these objects, don't select anything. Control J to make them a single object. So when I am going to select it, these are the single object. Okay, sorry. Control Z, Control Z. First, we are going to use the mirror. Select these four. Control J to join them. Then select this add modifier and use the mirror and mirror around this object. Select this object or this object. So these objects are in the centers. The regions are in the center. Okay. And now apply these one. Then select this and this object and now Control J to join them. Okay. Now we are going to add the material and save this project and go to the render. I am going to keep the cycle and under the sampling I am going to check this denoising. Okay, so for I'm going to delete this slide. I am going to add our environment here. So go to the world properties under the color. You can use this Polyhaven website to download the HDRIs, the texture and the model. So go here to HDRIs and delete and download HDR according to you. Okay, so go here when you downloaded this HDRI and here you can select environment texture and open and find folder where you are saving this one. For me, I am going to select this home one image and it will add the environment lighting according to this image. Okay, let's and find something which is good for you. This outside view. Okay, this is good for me. Okay, now we are going to add the material for this object. So select this and I am going to add the texture for this object. First select this one, go to material and add new material and I'm going to name it metal. Spellings of guys metal and for the surface principle BSDF make it little bit gray, then metal and for the roughness like that something very shiny and select this. Also this wire apply the same material for this base, I'm going to add a wood texture and also the same texture for front. Okay, okay, select this one, this base, and go to shading. And here, shading, we can see the principal BSDF, and we are going to select this one, this base, and here Shift A, I am going to add a node. So make sure the node wrangler is added for the add-on. And here I am going to select texture and try to find the image texture node and connect this base to base color and open. Find this texture. You can find it from here on the fully heaven. Go to texture, type here wood, and download this one. This one is working for me. Okay, go to Blender and texture, select all of these, and here I am going to change a little bit metallic to make it shiny and decrease this roughness like that. Okay, for this ball, you can add the same material for the metal, or you can add the other material. Go to the surface, and here I am going to select the emission type, and for the emission, the color is good. Increase the strength, and for this one, again apply the this wooden material, and here I am going to increase the metallic and roughness. No, yeah, like that. Okay, go to render view. So you can also add other nodes and rotate this like that. Okay, so the design is done. In this video, we are going to add the rigid body physics, or we can also add the curve to achieve this movement. Thank you so much for watching this, and if you achieve this design, please comment and subscribe my channel. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.